Hi, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the healers, and the light bringers of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you, make sure you hit that subscribe button below with the bell so you can get notifications for all the videos that I'm sharing here on this channel. We are going to dive into your month of May 2021. What do you need to know? What messages do the angels have for you? And how can you best navigate this month? Now, I am going to be shifting again the structure of my reading. Some of you may remember I used to use a lot of cards and then I transitioned into the channeled messages. And now I'm being guided again to kind of bring it all together. And so it's a little bit of a different style, a little bit of a different structure, but hey, we're just flowing with what I'm being guided to do. So we're going to take a look at this month. And you know, as I connected with the energy of this month for you, I do see kind of as a central theme of what's happening for you. There is an area of your life, something in your life or something that happens here in this month that just feels out of balance, that feels like it's difficult for you to process. It's difficult for you to bring into balance. There's some kind of a challenge there with that. Or I also hear the word justice, right? So it's feeling as though maybe a situation wasn't fair. Maybe a situation just wasn't handled in a way that felt like justice was being served or felt good or fair for you. And this is a message to understand that karma always takes care of it, right? So the energy that we are putting out there is the energy that we're going to be receiving back, period. So as people are putting out things that are, you know, negative energy or deceptive or hurtful, understand that energy is returned to them. So you don't even have to take care of that. You don't have to repay them or anything like that. In fact, you'll just get that karma back if you do that. So part of the message here is in taking the high road. Part of the message here is in understanding that this is part of their journey and maybe part of your learning. I do feel like there's a lesson here in this for you. And so you have this situation that I feel like in some ways has brought you out of balance a bit, okay? And so that is also going to be a bigger focus here in this month. I also want to say around whatever this is, please don't worry about it. Like the angels are saying, like, there's so much good coming with this, and please don't worry. I do feel like this month will be a bit all over the place. Like it's almost like what is that called? I'm seeing those ping pong, or not ping pong. Oh geez, I'm totally spacing on the word, but what are those games with like the ball and you pull the thing and it goes all over the place? Whatever that's called. Pinball maybe. Is that right? I don't know. Anyway, that's what I'm seeing in my mind, right? Like you might feel like you're a little bit all over the place, but this is part of that coming together. I felt really strongly for a lot of the signs this year that there's a lot of leveling up. There's a lot of coming together for around our birthdays. Okay. So I think that you can kind of expect this is some last minute clearing before you prepare for that level up for your solar return. And so I feel like there's been a lot of positivity, a lot of good shifting. And I feel like there is a lot of positivity here in this month, a lot of good things happening, but it may be a bit of a journey. It may be a bit of a process here in this month. What your guides and your angels want me to talk about is manifestation, right? So I think when we get stressed out, when we get worried, when things don't appear to be going our way, we can immediately go into what we don't want, stressing over the things that are happening and putting a lot of time and energy into that. And we really want to be mindful of the energy that we are feeding. And so this is your message to shift any negative thoughts that you're having, shift any focus or energy that you're giving to those energies in your life that you no longer want to have there, okay? And to shift into the manifestation of what it is that you do want. This is about, I don't know if you guys just saw that. Whoa, in the background, there was like that angel orb that just write down. Anyway, hopefully, sometimes I see stuff and other people don't, so I don't know if you guys could see that, but that was definitely like an exclamation point for your reading, okay? Your angels want you to understand that it's time now for you to start setting intentions for where you want to go. What do you want that solar return to look like? What do you want this next upcoming year of your life to look like? And this is a great time for you to sit down and write that down, create a vision board, spend time just daydreaming about those things that you want, spend time imagining that you already have those things that you want, because what we know is that as we embody the energy of the things that we want, it creates a magnet for those things to come into our experience. So setting intentions and focusing on intentionally manifesting things into your life is really, really key here in this month. Now I see you being, there's a bit of a healing process that's happening for you here in this month, okay? So we have some cards that are really suggesting that. We have the Four of Swords that's really talking about a need for some rest, some relaxation, some rebalancing, okay? So whatever has happened, something has thrown you for a loop. Something has made you feel out of balance, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever this is, maybe all of the above, right? But this is an important time for you to ask yourself, what is it that I'm needing to rebalance? And definitely part of this equation is rest, because I also see you being very busy. We're going to talk about that. So you really want to make sure that you're balancing that out with some rest and a focus on wellness and well-being, right? There is a healing that's happening for you this month. If you can allow it, if you can take the time and the space to follow the flow of your healing, you know exactly what you need to heal. And you just have to listen. We just have to slow down long enough to listen to that message. And part of the message, part of the healing here is accepting help, right? With this Five of Pentacles, allowing help, allowing support, sharing what we have going on with other people and letting them guide us and support us. And, you know, if you're really struggling with that, really reaching out to maybe a counselor or a spiritual guide or something like that, that is going to help support you through this. Because we also have the King and Queen of Pentacles reversed. I thought that was really interesting. And that's showing up here with this healing, okay? So this is saying to me, like, there's been some things that have been pulling you out of just pulling you out of what you need to be focusing on. You know, there's been some distractions here. And also there is, to me, like a need for reconnecting with the earth, okay? With these three showing up together. So this is an important time for you to spend some time outside, for you to do things that help you to feel connected to the earth. That's going to be an important part of your healing process. Probably you've already been receiving messages that are suggesting that for you, okay? But I also see like this is maybe connected with feeling like the things that you're putting your time and your energy, feeling frustrated with like the progression of things, feeling like things aren't moving in the direction that you want them to, and there's a frustration with that. And it's like it's just time to come back down to earth. It's time to let yourself get grounded. It's time to come back to the things that you know that you need to be doing, that balance you, that help you to make progress with things, whether it's, you know, personally or on the things that you're working on. There's definitely going to be a lot of success in your work, okay? So it's like just coming away from, I just keep getting distractions, right? Coming away from distractions that just aren't really serving you, that are really serving as simply a lesson in your life, and coming back to the work, coming back to the things that you know that you need, that really balance you and support you while you are navigating all of this. There's very much, before I wrap up with these cards, I do want to talk about it because it's interesting that we have King of Queen of Pentacles showing up reversed, okay? Because we're going to be talking about relationships a little bit later in the reading. And so to me, you know, for some of you maybe who have recently started a relationship, there is a little bit of an energy of maybe recognizing that this isn't your person, or maybe it's not even a recent relationship, but just this awareness of that something isn't quite what you're looking for. Okay. And so I think that may be part of the process this month, is figuring out what is it that I really want in my life, and who do I really want in my life. And this might not even be romantic relationships. This can be friendships. This can be other connections that you have. But I do see you sort of exploring, is this what I really want in my life? Is this how I want to be spending my time? Is this how I want to be spending my energy? And speaking of how you're spending your time and energy, let's take a look at some of these other cards that we have here. We have a lot of wands showing up for you, so we'll go through these. So we have the 7 of Wands, we have the 9 of Wands, right? And these are, for me, very connected with, feeling like there's been some kind of a battle. You feel like you're doing your work. So I don't know if this is connected to your work or your purpose or the things that you're working on. This can also be like personal development, okay? But there's some stuff happening here, and you can see, like, if we envision this as a story, as a progression, this is happening here where you're feeling like you're battling against some stuff, and feeling on the other side of that pretty battered and bruised. You survived, you made it through, you will make it through, you will be okay, but it has an impact, and so you're dealing with some kind of an impact with that. But I see this, like, there's this standing your ground, standing strong in your truth, standing strong in what you really want in your life. And while I think that there may be some challenges around that, if you can continue to set boundaries and honor those boundaries and listen to what it is that you really want and continue to take steps in the direction of that, I see some really beautiful harmony coming through. We have this 4 of Wands, which is balance, harmony, celebrations, joy. Okay. So, if you can stay on the path that your intuition is showing you is best for you, in spite of what other people are saying, in spite of, maybe the challenges that have shown up for you, there's going to be some real reward. And I see this starting to show up here in this month, because then we have this Queen of Wands, and I see this as you. This is you being really a boss, right? Bossing up. I see you stepping into a leadership role. I see you taking action on some things that have been sitting there for a long time, things that you've been thinking about doing but haven't taken action on. It's like all of a sudden you feel really called to move forward with things and to take action and to do what needs to be done. This is a month of you doing what needs to be done for you to have your best life, okay? And I see you stepping up with that. And for those of you who are focused on career, focused on work, focused on running your own business, or even just focused on doing your personal work in some way, this is a beautiful energy that you're moving into. So this is a message to make sure that you just keep going, okay? You're working toward some amazing energy. So those are more of the challenges that you can expect here in this month. I also see the energy around relationships just being a bit all over the place here in this month, okay? So I see you, let's see, let me show you the cards. We have this Love card reversed. We have the Lovers upright. We have the World reversed. I just see you taking stock in your entire life and taking a look around and saying, there are certain things in my life that I really want in my life. There are certain things that I'm passionate about. There are certain things that fill my cup up. There are certain things that light me up. And those are going to be the things that you're going to want to put your time and your energy into. And then there are certain things, relationships, or it may not be relationships. It can be other things too, but those things in your life that you don't love. And I think that some of those things are going to be brought to light where you're like, oh, I really thought that this was aligned for me, but all of a sudden it doesn't feel aligned anymore. It doesn't connect for me anymore. And it doesn't feel like I have the world. It doesn't feel like my situation is moving forward in the way in which I want it to. And so here I am with this Lovers card needing to make a choice. And understand that when this Lovers card shows up, this choice is always needing to be guided by your intuition. So it might be, I feel for some of you like this is something relatively newer, or, you've already been making some changes in your life. So you're like, oh, and here I am, and now I have to make more changes, and am I losing my mind? And no, you're not losing your mind. You're just going through a really transformative period in your life, and you're preparing for this next level up that you have going on. And so you need to make your choices or your decisions from your intuition and not from that logical place, or not from that place of like what other people are wanting or needing from you. Yes, of course, like we have to consider our loved ones, or our kids, or whatever, as part of our decisions, but your intuition is never going to lead you in the wrong direction. And so you have to honor it and you have to listen to it. I see, several options in front. Oh, wrong card. We have the Six of Cups reverse. Okay. So again, like this is about, Six of Cups reverse is about like recognizing that certain things in your life just aren't aligned anymore. They're just not. And maybe they felt, when this is upright, this is a beautiful energy, right? It's feeling like you have, it's a very romantic energy or a very joyful energy, feeling a lot of peace and happiness with the things that you have in your life. But this is reversed, but this is showing up as an energy of making you take a look at what needs to go, what isn't in alignment for you. And I just feel like you're making space for something really beautiful and new to come in. And it does. It feels like even in this month, all of a sudden you have options. So it's like you get real with yourself. You have a conversation with yourself about what it is that you want. This is such a month of action with all of these ones. So you take action. You do what you need to do, right? You listen to your intuition. This is all about too. Some options are going to be better than others, and we need to recognize what options are the snake and are the jewels, and what is going to be best for you, and what is going to fill your cup for you in your life. And I see you making that decision. I see you moving forward. And so again, this is where blessings come through. And so then we shift into almost immediately this Page of Cups, okay? New energy coming in. This can be new relationships. This can be just a fresh energy, a fresh new thing coming into your life, a new experience, a new connection, a new opportunity, or just new things coming in that fill your cup, that make you feel good, that make you feel light. And so while you are doing this, you're stepping into this Fool energy. There's like, it's like all of this work that you're doing through this month is really pushing you to walk forward in faith. The Fool is all about walking forward in faith. He knows that even as he steps off this cliff that other people would say, no, don't jump off that cliff. Don't walk off that cliff. He knows that God always has his back, and he knows that he will be taken care of. And so he is walking forward in faith, right? He is stepping into what is new for him, and what his intuition is showing him with total faith and joy. Look how happy he looks, and so he's ready. So this is a new beginning. This is stepping into something really new and beautiful. And so here's what happens as you step into this Fool energy. We have both the Sun and the Star. This is a reconnection with your light. This is a reconnection with yourself. This is the journey back to yourself, right? Back to your light, Sun and the Star, back to your joy, back to your happiness, back to feeling comfortable as the center of attention. I feel like some of you have been hiding. I feel like some of you have not wanted to be seen in some ways, or have been not shining in the way that you could and should be. And this is about stepping into your light. This is about being who you are, being your authentic self, and clearing away, quite frankly, the bullshit. There's a lot of bullshit being cleared away. There's a lot of work that you're doing on yourself, and it is absolutely going to pay off for you. So those are your messages for the month of May 2021. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. If you want to learn more about me or about clarity, you can check me out at discoveryourawakening.com. I will see you guys soon with another video. Take care, guys.